If you don't know what step to take, what products to buy, how to do nothing in makeup, then watch this video. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. The first thing that you need to do when you're going into your makeup is that you need to clean your face. You need to wash your face and clean it. You can use your wipes, and also you need to moisturize your face. Now this is what I'm going to use to moisturize my face. It is a simple soothing facial toner. I'm going to put the links in my description to most of the products that I'm going to be using on my face. Very self-explanatory. You just need to get your cotton or whatever you use and just wipe it on your face, and you're going to allow it to dry. I would say let it sit there for probably a minute. Whenever you're doing your makeup, you need to know your skin type. You have persons that have dry skin, you have people with oily skin, and you have persons with combined skin. That mean like some part of them face oily and some part of them face is dry. So I would say I have oily skin, so I will try to buy products that are matte, you know, products that will leave my face looking a little bit more, you know, matte or dry. And then you have persons that have dry skin. You don't want to buy a product that is already matte. You need a moisturizing product because your skin don't produce much oil. So you have to know that. And if you have combined skin now, you know, you buy in between. So when you're going to start putting on your makeup now, you need a primer. Now you have the Good Grip primer and you have the regular primer. Now this is a very good primer, and what the primer does is that it acts as a base for your entire makeup. It acts as a base for your foundation. So I'm going to use this gripping primer now on my face. So even though it's a hydrating primer, it's a gripping primer, so it is good for any skin type. Alright, so I have three foundations here. I have this one that comes like a stick, and then you have some like these, which is the Fit Me, that is more liquid. This Fit Me is for persons that have combination skin to oily skin, and then you also have this She Glam, which is definitely give you a matte foundation. So this is suitable for persons that have oily skin. So what you need to know about foundations though is that being that it is the base, you need to ensure that you get a foundation that is matching your skin tone. You don't want to get a foundation to make it look extra white or extra dark. We don't want to look casket ready around here. We're not dead. So you need to get a foundation that is going to match your skin tone. I'm going to mix these two together to get the perfect color for my skin tone. So I blended the dark one and I blended it with the light one. I put more of the dark one in it because I want it to look more dark. So if you notice, it is giving me skin. It's perfect for my skin tone. Alright, so I'm going to just dust it out, pat it in, and you can see it is just looking just like my skin tone. And this is what we are going for. We want it to look skin and not too white, too yellow, or too black. So perfect. Put some underneath the neck as well, and this is how it's looking. It's looking beautiful, right? These two now for your eyebrow. I'm going to use this one to kind of mark, you know, get these loose hair out of the way. So what you can do to make your eyebrow last a little bit longer is that you can set your eyebrow, you know, set the ears on your eyebrow, set that area so that you would have a long lasting eyebrow. Some of the stuff that I use, as I said, it's matte finish, so I use this one and I'm going to set over my eyebrow. So I use my fingers and I put it in patting motion all over the area that the ear is, and also a little bit above it, because I'm going to draw my eyebrow a little bit above it. I let it sit for about 5 minutes. Honestly, I was doing something and I let it sit, so I let it bake for 5 minutes, then I come and brush it off. So it is well set, and then I get my pencil and start to outline my eyebrow whatever way I want it to do. That's how I draw it. So it is going to stick on. It's not going to be too oily, so that is the reason why I set it before. So to get your eyebrow a little bit more sharp, you have to get a concealer that is sorry, at least 2 times lighter than your skin tone, because you want the eyebrow to stand out and you want it to look sleek. So you just mark it out underneath it, the outline area, and you use a flat brush and you just clean up the extra that are on the bottom of it. So as you notice, I'm bringing it out. Then I'm going to use a little one that is more similar to my skin tone or very close to my skin tone, and I'm going to use it at the top to make it look more natural. So this is the end result of how the eyebrow comes out. Then the face is looking a little bit flat now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same concealer and I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. Now these are the areas that you highlight underneath your eyes, because this is where the light is going to actually shine most. So I do also a little part of my forehead, the center of my forehead. I don't put a lot, so it depends on the look that you want. But I say for beginners, you don't use a lot. You know, if you want your nose to look a little bit more snatched, you have to draw a little line, come down in the center of your nose, and put a little of the concealer on the side there. Bring down the concealer underneath your mouth. So we're going to contour around the forehead, because what contour does is that it makes area of your face look a little bit snatched or a little bit more smaller than it is. So, you know, I'm going to make my jawline look a little bit more taller, or I'm going to make my forehead look a little bit more smaller if I have a bigger forehead. Or if I have a smaller nose, if you notice I put a bigger nose, I will use a concealer. Then I will also use contour to contour that little area. So why we are doing this is because we are giving back our face shape and structure. So you have to invest in brushes. So you need small brushes, big brushes. So I'm using a little tiny brush to do the contouring on the nose section where I have highlighted. So you have to contour the outer portion to kind of make it look like you have a straight nose. So that's what I'm doing right there. Then I'm going to go out and start blending. So I'm blending out the concealer and bringing it over a little bit to my ears, or to my earline a little bit, and bringing it down, but I'm not bringing it too down because I don't want the highlight to come too down, you understand? So you don't want your face to look too long down, so you bring it not too far, so you blend it out to make it look consistent and look together. Do the same thing under the chin, at the forehead. You blend it outwards or upwards, and you don't move it too much. You kind of pat it in that area but bring it out a little bit. And you're gonna do the same thing when you are contouring. I was doing the blending out for the contour, but I realized that it was not recorded, so I'm going to jump right over into the eyeshadow. And this is a simple eyeshadow look. All you do is just get a darker color, and you're going to get one of these little fluffy brush, and you're going to do your hands like in circular motion, and you're going to bring out the eyeshadow right up to your brow bone. You're going to bring it right up to that area and just get the cat looking eye. It's kind of giving a smoked out look. So what I'm doing now is that I am putting on pressed powder right where I have put the concealer. So anywhere you put concealer, a light concealer, you have to put a light powder. Anywhere you put a dark concealer or contour, you have to put a dark powder, because they cannot stay there by themselves. They are going to come off. So I am just putting on the powder on the areas that are light, and I'm pressing it in, because when you press the powders in, you get a lot more pigment from the product. So I am just pressing it in, and then I am going to dust out the little that would remain. Just to note this, anywhere you put liquid, you have to set it back with a powder. Always remember that liquid doesn't stay by themselves. You have to put powder on it. Now, none of these contour don't work pretty perfect for my skin tone, but I have to try to make these contour powders work. So anywhere, as I said, where I put the darker concealer, I'm going to put a darker powder there to contour it, to kind of make it look snatched. So you can see that there's structure that is coming into my face. So it's not just looking flat. You kind of see like dark where shadows look like shadows, and then you see the lighter part where the light was stuck. So I am just taking my little time with these because the colors are not fully matching, but I am just making it work. So in this case now, if you have a smaller forehead, you don't need to bring the contour as far as I bring mine down. I say I have a little high forehead, so I kind of bring down my contour a little bit. So when you have a smaller forehead, you don't need to do it like how I do it. You kind of bring up your contour back more to your hairline. So I am just setting the dark areas with the dark powder. You have to take a little time when you are doing the nose, and you need to use a small brush to get the snatch look. So I'm just taking my time, bringing it up right to my eyebrow. I'm bringing it right there, and I'm just using patting motion and rubbing out these dark powders. So if you notice what also that you're seeing where the contour is starting, it's kind of look sharp. So what I am doing now is that I am using the brush and I'm bringing back out the brighter powder. I'm bringing it back out to the contour, because I'm kind of making everything come together now to look like one, and you don't have a line. So that's what we're doing now. I'm trying to dust those out. Then I put the banana powder now to set. Right, to keep on the makeup lasting longer, you have to set it with a loose powder, and I use the banana powder, and I set all the areas that I have concealed, right? And I am going to go ahead now and I'm going to brush out the extras that are left, because that part didn't get to record. So I'm just dusting it out to get that more, matte look. It's looking like nice, if you understand what I'm saying. So I am just getting those areas set. If you have eyes that are sensitive like mine, you don't like to wear lashes, you just get a nice little mascara, and you just mascara up your eye. I know say a lash would kind of bring this look, like give it that perfect look, but I cannot wear lash too much, so I'm just going to use my mascara and darken underneath my waterline as well. Just get it as dark as I can to kind of make the eye area pops a little bit more. So I use a dark pencil. Use about the brown pencil that I use over my eyebrow, and I'm just lining my lips, kind of giving my lips a little bit more shape, because I'm not putting on any lipstick or anything. I'm just going with lip gloss, because it's a very neutral look, and this is the end result. Also, if you are interested in these beautiful box braids that I did by myself, you can click the link in the description to watch the video.